what I received, and I'm already really liking, is the Velocity PDR telescoping carbon fiber blending hammer. And what this does is extends, tightens. Then I've actually put my own grip on there. No pun intended to these guys. Grip without the grip feels, it's good, it's perfect. It's not a too skinny of a handle. I can tell you right now that they didn't rush this thing. It's very high quality carbon fiber. There's nothing ginky on it or stuff that would break right away. I don't see anything jiggling or loose or cracking or anything that you would kind of see on these rushed tools. I added a rubber ball. What that does is that gives you a little bit more balance when you're tapping, so you can actually rock it if you like, and it feels comfortable in the palm. Another thing I like about this is that you can actually take your screw-on tips and you can make it custom. So if you want it longer, you put basically an extension on there. If you like it shorter, like I do, because I like my hand really close to the panel as I'm tapping, you can do that. You can put one of those titanium balls on here. There's so many different options you can have with this. It really is built really well. You can tell that these guys have been working on it for a while. Good. I mean, it doesn't feel cheap at all. And the fact that you can extend this little piece inside. Look at the piece inside. It's not janky at all. You put it in, tighten it, max right there. So it can tell you how far you really should go with it, but I don't usually use it this long. If you do like something this long, and you got that option. If you want it a little close like I do, I usually like mine about 14 inches. This is probably about 14 and a half, maybe, this length. Some guys are probably like right in the middle. They like a little distance to see what they're doing. I'll do a little tapping demonstration. I have a Dent Craft H12 common blending tip, and then I have a titanium ball tip from Ultra. The balls seem to do really good job at forgiveness. This is what I'm comfortable with. I'm used to tapping with these type of tap downs, and I'll give you some feedback as I'm tapping down. All right, so I'm going to test to see how this works. I'm going to use the ball blending tap down first, and then we'll go to H12. Just a feel. I'm just going to kind of give you guys, you can't see my whole hand at this point, but like I said, I'm rocking it in my palm. I'm just kind of just letting it do its thing. And I like that I can get really close to the panel, so I don't have that much room in between, a giant length between the shaft of the tool from here to there. Okay, that's what I prefer. This is all preference, guys. It's not like, okay, this what Mike says, this is it. Please trust me, it's not about that. It's just preference. I think this is what's great. What makes PDR so great is that you have so many different ways to do PDR. So here we go. Now, like I said, the ball is pretty forgiving, and I like that you can choke up on it. So if you need to choke up on it, you got enough length to choke up on it. So. Really good. And sometimes I like the dribble effect. Okay, so that means dribble is like you let it tap and then let it bounce. Okay, some tips will have a better dribble effect than others. Let's try the H12. Now this thing has a really good comfort to it. Super light, guys. It's very balanced. Like I said, you can choke up on it. You can, come back. And heck, you can even telescope it, right? So you can telescope it down here, and if you like to keep your handle way down to your waist, where you can do that too. I prefer. I like this shorter one myself. Seems to work much better to me. Again, this is a total preference thing. So if you like whatever tap down, now this isn't, I'm not doing a review, I'm just telling you what I personally like as far as the tips. Now, as far as the extension, how it's made, how it feels, it doesn't feel like it's clinking when you're tapping. I think you're gonna be pretty impressed, guys. And it's light. That's what's great about it. It's super light. So I would check it out. I would definitely. You're not gonna go wrong getting it. I'll tell you that. You'll like it. Again, here's the handle that I have on here. And one other thing I forgot to mention that John Hiley gave a tip too is that you can actually use the rubber ball to tap down too. So that's another thing you could do. It works really good. And we'll do one more demonstration too. All right, we got Vinnie's in the house, and
what's happening, gentlemen?
He's gonna check out the Velocity blending hammer. He's gonna give you his first impressions of it. What do you think so far?
So far, it's well made. The carbon fiber is super solid. What I like is, the interchangeable tips. You have a max line right here that you don't want to pull it past, but if you do, it's really no big deal. What you did here, Mike, is you put a rubber ball on the back end of it, which makes it a lot more comfortable to hold in the hand.
It does. So if you get one of these, take a rubber ball, not just a small one, the bigger one, and it really helps like the balance and feel in your palm of your hand.
And what's nice too is you put that rubber ball on the end, and now it's vacuum sealed, so it's kind of
springy. Yeah.
And then it's a quick turn and it locks.
There's an extra piece that goes on it to make it really extended. We've got his car right there. We put a high spot in it. He'll tell you what he thinks. So what you got on here? What tip was that?
I grabbed the Drew's Tools Flatty. It's one of my favorite blending tips.
It is a fatty. Yeah.
And I'm using the R4 on the backside as well. What's neat about this is if you look at the carbon fiber, the shaft on the inside is actually it's very smooth. It's not a finish. It's not a gloss finish, which makes it easy to slide in and out of the back end of it, which is a high polish finish.
Let's go check it out. What do you think, Vinny?
Nice, very nice. Very balanced and comfortable in the hand. I do like this where when you need to get farther away from the dent, get that last angle. Oops.
Oh God, oh, you made a little.
You're gonna have to do a little loophole there. What's nice too is that when you're in need of a little bit of an extension, it's quick. There's full size right there.
I can't even get in the frame. There you go.
Now you got the full size. We're working on the tops of those roofs.
Yeah, that'd be crazy for the roof, yeah. There you have it.
First impression is great. Well-made tool, fine machinery.
This is our vlog review of the Velocity. I give it a thumbs up, so it's really good. It's well made. I agree with Vince. It's probably one of the best extending carbon fiber blending hammers I've seen, and it's thicker than a normal one, so it's good.
Good in the hands.
My conclusion is the Velocity PDR extendable carbon fiber blending hammer is a top contender. You'll appreciate how well it's made, the balance, and overall functionality. I also want to mention I didn't find it at all wanting to come loose after many taps. It stays tight and locked, loosens easy when you need it, and reliable when you don't. Once again, I give it a PDR Tooltime Badass Stamp approval. If interested, check out velocitypdr.com or purchase from the fellas at tdntools.com. I'll have the full-length video tutorial with the Velocity PDR hammer on Dent Trainer. My name is Mike Toledo, and see you on the next PDR tool review.